I don't like doing things that I don't feel like doing. Okay, so I had to watch something funny to start this video because I don't like doing things that I don't feel like doing. So, to put me in the mood to doing this, I just watched something funny. So, I hope you had a good day. Today, hello, how's it going? Oh my gosh. Oh, because I'm tired. No, I just ate too much. I ate too much, and now I want to go to sleep. Just being honest. So sorry if I'm yawning in your face. Okay. Okay, so I wanted to mention something, tell you something, say something real quick. Um, I am the middle child of a family of 5. Grew up in a family of 5 household, okay? Oh, squeeze me. All right. So, and so, uh, we ate out a lot, which is probably why I don't mind eating out now. But anyway, we ate out a lot. So, and you know, we would go to the movies a lot, but we would go out as a family. So, a lot of the times when we were out, people would come up to us or start saying things like, "Oh, you guys are so quiet," talking to us about us kids. "Oh, you guys are so quiet, um, you guys are well behaved." Damn, sorry. Wow. Bear with me. "You guys are so well behaved. OMG." And I remember thinking, um, yeah, because if we do say something, we gonna get our asses beat. Or whatever. Whatever the punishment was. So anyway, I would be thinking that in my head, but you know, we would just say thank you, thank you, thank you. So, fast forward to yesterday. Grown now, got the 5 kitties with us. We went to, excuse me. Oh, whew, my gosh. It's sorry. We went to Cafe 222 downtown San Diego. It was a cute spot. It's such a cute little spot. And oh my gosh, when we walked up to the walkway, do you know what we smelled? It was like we were in a bakery or something. It smelled so good. Anyway, so we went there. It's a small spot, so they kind of had to prepare the table before us before we went in. Dang. Anyway, before we went in, we finally go in. The table's ready. Okay? And so we all sit down, whatever, and there's this other family, I think. It looked like a grandma and a grandpa, and then their 2 grandchildren. And it turns out that's what it was. And apparently those kids were twins. So, but I didn't really look too hard at them or whatever, because I'm trying to, just get the kids settled and then figure out what we want. Look at the menu. So anyway, we get our stuff, we look at the menu, figure out what the kids want, and then it turns out that those people that were sitting next to us were getting ready to leave. So when they walk out, the kids walk out, and then the grandpa walks out, and the grandma is the last one to leave, and she kind of like slows down, and she like looks at the baby Seppi and is just like trying to like eyeing him, playing with him, whatever. And then she says, "Oh, you got your kid. These are all your kids. Yeah. Oh, you guys are your kids are so well behaved. Oh my gosh!" Like she was so shocked, and she was like, even more well behaved than our two grandkids. They're twins, and they're like what 7, or they were older clearly. So the 5 that are with us, our oldest is 6. So she was just so shocked. She was like, "Oh my gosh, they're so well behaved." Blah blah blah. Okay, so he said thank you. Blah blah blah. She left. A little bit after that, an elderly couple comes in, and the lady, ooh, excuse me. Now, you know, 5 kids, 6 and under, everybody's bladder is small, like this big. So I had to go back and forth to the bathroom like 5 times, okay, with them, okay. So, and I think they were getting over something crazy, so I had to go to the bathroom a little bit. Anyway, so like, think on my 3rd trip to the bathroom, she stops me with her. She puts her hand out like, ma'am. And so I'm like, and I grab her hand, and I'm like, first of all, your nails are so beautiful. I love that color. And she's like, and her man laughs, and then she's like, oh, well, I just want to say, your kids are so, they're so beautiful and they're so well behaved. That's it. And I was like, oh, thank you. Um, so that was cute. And then I just want to say, before yesterday, like last week, we went to Denny's somewhere, and it was an elderly couple as well, but the wife, the lady, was like, oh my god, like, okay, first when they were like staring at us, I thought they were like, it kind of looked weird because they weren't smiling or anything, so it's kind of like, why are they staring at us? Like, that's how I felt when I saw her staring. So then she comes over, they were finished, and she comes over and she was like, oh my gosh, you guys, you look so um your kids are so beautiful, and you seem like a lovely family, and you seem like you guys enjoy like being together and like and enjoy being around each other and like hanging out. And so we were like, oh yeah, we do, like I don't know, like we actually enjoy that time with each other. So I was like, wow, that's crazy, that's different, I've never heard that one before. But they, I feel like it just kind of connects to what I actually grew up with. Uh, like the lessons that we were taught, pretty much being in a public space, teaching that to my kids as well. And, it works. You know, I don't know how many times, and those aren't actually the only times, those are just the more recent um, times where people have stopped us and said, "Oh, your kids are, not only are they beautiful, obviously they're adorable, but you guys are like look like you actually like enjoy each other. Like they are well behaved. Like, they want to. You guys actually want to be around and enjoy the dinner time or whatever time it is." So I thought that interesting. So now, oh, and I will tell you this, now that I know this is a thing, because apparently this is a thing, because like I said, this isn't the first time. I remember one instance, and I think I talked about this in another video. This lady, she only has one kid, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, like my daughter goes crazy. She's like bouncing all over the walls all the time. She can't like really get her to like chill out and like be calm and just get her to do what, I guess, focus on whatever she's trying to get her to focus on." And so, she was baffled that our 5 kids were just in Wendy's chilling. Everybody was just eating their food, like, barely any noise. Everybody's eating, nobody's fighting. They have their own meals, and I don't know. She just was like so baffled. So I kind of just want to go ahead and say, you know what, for those people who are really having a difficult time with their kids, who are fearful, maybe to go anywhere, just because it might be a whole struggle, a whole mountain to climb just to get them to, I don't know, focus, behave, be still, um, use their inside voices, be respectful, whatever the issue is. I feel like, you know, um, I feel like I should just let you guys know what we are doing and what I grew up with, and now 20 plus years later it still works. So we do have a Jonesfam behavior guide with 6 secrets in there that helps with everything, pretty much the basics that we practice each day, so that it's fundamental and foundational for the child to actually like build that muscle to use their inside voice, to, make decisions, to, be involved. And, you know, because I feel like a lot of times people, like, and it's funny, we just talked about this today. We went to Wingstop. We just talked about this with the uh just the workers that were there. One of them came from a large family. Apparently, he has 11 siblings, and his boss was saying that he has 4 kids, and he was like, "Oh, I just wanted to end right there." And I guess, they're all grown now, and he wanted them out the house. But I don't know. It was kind of like the way they were taught. That the guy was the, I'm sorry, the manager. I'm gonna say he's a manager. I don't know if he's a manager, but the one who had been there longer, because clearly the other one who had 11 siblings was new. So anyway, he was making it seem like, I just want them gone. Like, get out the house. I understand that they're older, but I run into a lot of other people who kind of, I don't know, like, kind of brush their kids off. I don't want to say that it sounds bad, because when they say it out loud, it does sound bad. But I want to say they brush them off. They kind of just make them busy, so that they're not having to really like deal with that child. So then when it comes time to dinner time, family time, or whatever, they're trying to have fun together, it's like nobody's interested. Either because they don't feel like they're even, this whole entire time they're even considered part of anything, because, here's your tablet, go play, here's your phone, go play, here's this, bye. Like, or, whatever the case may be. But that's what I've heard often. I've heard that often. um I've heard, I don't know what that lady with that one kid was doing. I don't know, but apparently, she be tired. Because she said she was tired. And so I'm like, oh, I don't know. There's a lot of things that I do differently that a lot of people might not agree with. Like, homeschool is one, only because, people think that you have to put your child in school. Like, you have to, and you really don't have to. It's just the fact that nobody is willing to actually spend that time and energy to educate their own kids. Oh shit. Dang. That was crazy. Sorry. Anyway, so, and it is hard. It's hard. It's difficult. But I like challenges, so I don't mind things that are difficult. But that's just me. Like, not a lot of people are willing to go through that. So I understand that. But that is one of the things where putting that into practice, like, I know you don't teach them regular day to day, but teaching them a little bit of something is going to help their behavioral problems. So, you can't just not teach them anything. Right? Right? Yeah. Anyway, so that's all I have to say, really. We've got the guide. I'll go ahead and, you know, post the pics about it and everything. But that's basically it. And there's a lot of, good actual scientific research studies for all those peeps that are like, this isn't. You're not a professional. You're not a professional. Yeah, I get it. I'm not a professional. However, the research, the experience is backed by professional research of other people's opinions that have done all of their studies and have found basically the same thing that I'm saying. So, anyway, hope you have a lovely day. Thanks for bearing with me through all of those yawns. That was insane. Love you. Bye.